Hello everybody, my name is Elias and I'm with Tech Support. Today I wanted to do a quick video showing you how to create a website that has mobile capabilities, that turns into mobile, that it detects mobile device, and we're going to be using media screens. It's going to be pretty easy. This is not going to be a full website, it's going to be a sample type of website. It's not going to be this major thing. So there's not going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be, I'm hoping to create a part 2 on this website to show for reader purposes, so I'm probably going to leave it here. I'm going to put a link of the code pen so you can see it. So let's get started. I'll create right over here a new pen. We're not going to use JavaScript. We're only going to use CSS, and we're going to use a little bit of HTML to get everything connected to where it has to be. So let's move in. Let's get started with this. Alright, so as with any website, you need the basic pedigree stuff, and I'm just gonna put it because we're gonna be using CodePen. I'm gonna just name it into responsive design. So the CSS and got HTML. So I'm gonna create a div class container. I usually like to name everything container. Let's see. So we're going to close that out. Alright, so very easy stuff. I'm going to save it here just to make sure that we have something going here. Alright, so you obviously, if you visit a website with your phone, have you ever noticed that you have a website that everything looks different on the phone? Doesn't look 100% like how it would look on the computer. That is because we have a thing called media screen, and there's different sizes to it. So, for example, a media screen would be typed something along the lines of this: media screen. Let's see, and then end. Then we want to put a minimum width. Let's see. I'm gonna go with 320 just to be fair, because there's some devices that are that's the smallest that it usually goes. If you have an older device, probably it's probably time for you to upgrade anyway. But anyway, so you need to build a foundation. Now that we have a media screen code here, we could change this. We definitely need at least 4 of these. So you need 4 with different sizes. Okay, so we got say 5 actually, to be fair, because there's different sizes on a website. So you need to have the different size. So 320. Then you want to do. Let's say I usually do 481 pixels in the bottom. And I do the next one would be 641. Pixels, that is, and then 961, and the last one is 1281. Perfect. So this is going to tell your website, okay, this is the screen resolution that you're at. We're going to resize it to a certain size. So this container that we have up here, this is a div. We're going to name it. We can also put some CSS on it so that you can do something with it. Let's see, so we're going to put a width of, I don't know, 100%. Height. Actually, you don't need a height for this. Usually I don't put a height into it. You can just put a background color. Let's put it into gray right now. So in this container, we don't really have anything yet. If I was to enter anything on there, it should change color. If it doesn't, there must be something that's not right here. But container. There you go. Misspelling. When you misspell something, it always tells you, because you don't know It doesn't do what you have told it to do. So let's actually change this color into aqua. It's much of a lighter color, I would say. Yellow. Yellow's better. There you go. Yellow. Anyway, so you have this color. So now that you have that, I'm gonna go into. Let's see. We have this color here. I'm gonna erase it. I just wanted to show you that there is a div there and that there's information. So I'm gonna go ahead and create another div just to make sure that we have some type of box in there or box system. But we can dictate it and give it more things to do. But this time I'm gonna make it I'll just call it box 1. How about that? And then closed. Alright, so this second div over here is called box 1, as I mentioned, and I'm gonna put some CSS on that as well. But with the width, we're just gonna let's just put 80% instead of 100%. Let's see, 100%. And then I'm gonna put a height into that. Let's put 100. Let's put 100 pixels. And then we're gonna put a background too. Let's put it red. Okay, so we don't have any content in there. That's why there's an issue here. Let me see. See? Background. This is an issue here. You always have to make sure that you put the right stuff in there. Otherwise, it'll go to the other stuff that was there. And you don't want that. Box 1. With 100%. Okay. So you have your div, you have your background, which is red. Box 1. Something's missing over here that I'm not seeing. Let's put 100% as well. And we're gonna put some text here as well. So write it. Let's put orange. Div class box 1 container. Oh, this is the issue right here. See, finding the issue. When you do web design, you're gonna have to look for certain things. They may not be there. They may. It depends. But sometimes you have to troubleshoot. You're also, when you're a web designer, you're a troubleshooter. You're always troubleshooting things, trying to find out what is the next thing to do. In this case, we have a div class, but we don't have this. And this is a major issue. Like I said, when you're writing code, always make sure that you're checking everything that you write, because any mistake that you make, it's gonna fall on you. So as you can see, we have a basic foundation here. See? And I'm actually gonna make this box a little higher, only for the fact that it may need only for showing purposes to you, because I don't want to give you the service here and not make this a decent size for you. So you see how it's going like this. It's very important that it does this, because this is one of the beginning parts that makes this website that's going to make it responsive. So we're going to go into the next thing here. We're going to put a body. Let me see, body. Let's put a margin 0 auto. Alright, so now everything has changed, as you can see. It goes from left to right. There's no spaces in the any of the sizes, which is what you want. So you probably want this centered over here. Again, you only want it centered. I'm actually going to do this. Put one number in each, so 1, 2, and go from there. So right over here you have 1 and 2, as you can see right here, and you probably want to center this. So I'm going to put margin 0 auto on that as well. That will center it. 1, 2. Okay. As you can see, it starts to become a lot smaller as you move in, and it stays in shape, where you need it to be. There you go. And as you progress with this website, you continue to make it, this is the important thing here, that the information that you have there is getting resized. It's not being lost, it's only being moved to that side. So when you have a mobile phone, for example, you're probably gonna have a screen size of 320, right? So your 320 has to be detected. Now, I want to put a different div here on top of this one. Sorry, let me go back to this. I want to put a different div so that we can have 2 divs here, and just only for the sake of this tutorial, of course. We're gonna name this div 3 and box 2. No, actually, yeah, box 2 and 3. Box 2 and 3 is the yeah, makes sense. 1, 2, 3, and box 2. Okay, so we got a different div. It's pretty much we're gonna use the same setting. So that's one of the things. Once you write a code, you can copy and paste. So you can copy the actual div, just rename it and change the color, change whatever you want to change on it, which is what I'm doing here. And box 2, and instead of orange, I'm going to put it purple. See? You got a purple color now. So that's going in, same thing, see? So you're going to write something here just so you can see the difference information. The rabbit was running very fast and ran away. Okay. And let's write another sentence here. I chased it. But I could manage to catch it. And need a new rabbit, a new one. There are many pet stores. Many pet stores in the city, but I prefer PetSmart. Alright, So I changed the color. I'm gonna change the color here because it's not really, I can't really read it. And I'm not here to give you a full HTML course, so I don't want to confuse you too much. So I'm gonna go with a different color. Let's see, aqua, like I had earlier. See, so it looks more that it makes sense. Now again, I'm not here to show you everything, but as you can see right over here, the text that we have written is already getting it's already changing in size in that specific box, you see. So now if we move into the next step of this course, it's going in and changing the size of the screen so that it detects a mobile version of this screen. So it's pretty laid back. So this is where we're going to go down here to this section of these media screens, because this is what's going to help us tell your browser, hey, I have an iPhone or whatever, and my iPhone screen resolution is the minimum is 320 pixels. So you're gonna change size for me because this code is on this website, and this is all you have to do. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just enter the same code. So when you're creating a website and you're trying to change the size of these things, you want to change all the size. You want to add the same code that you've written here to that specific media screen, so you can manipulate it later on and it makes sense. You don't have to add this first code where the container is. I don't think you have to do that. If I did, I would correct myself on this, but I'm not. I don't think you have to do that. But you do have to add. You definitely have to change the code that's inside the box or inside the container, if you will. So we're gonna do that next, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, so copy this code that's right over here that we have already written, and just put it in here. You see, the same thing. So now, wait a minute. Did I copy it? Did I not copy it? If I didn't copy it, alright, it's okay. Paste it in there so you can see. So we're gonna change the resolution to the screen to 320 for the purpose of showing you how this stuff works. You can see 320. So now that we have 320, we're going to change the screen, and we're actually going to do it differently. So 320, I'm going to change this 320 to 319. Right there. Pixels. Okay, 319 pixels. Let's see, 300. I think you do that in this case. You do have to change. You do have to definitely add the container in this case if it doesn't let you do that. So we will try that. 320, 319 pixels. The height, we're gonna leave it as that. 100 pixels. And this we're gonna change into 320 as well. Sometimes it doesn't do it right away. So what I like to do is refresh it, because it may not be responsive at the moment. But usually if you have it at 320, it's supposed to go into to the change and change size. So something's going on over here that's not making it or allowing us to change the size. So let's go pixels. See, that's what it was. So we need to change it to 320. 320, as you can see. And we also need to change it down here to 320. Pixels. And 320 pixels. See? And we also have to change it down here to 320 as well. See? Boom. Okay, so now you have it in the three of them. And this is what's going to happen. Your site slowly is going to start becoming mobile again, but it's not fully mobile yet. There's still some things you need to do to continue to make it mobile, but this is one of the beginning parts of it. So now that we have done that, and we've added this the same information to this media container, to the media screener, then now we're gonna have to add it. We're gonna have to add it to the next one, which is this one over here, the 481. Because 481 needs to know as well. Hey, the screen is a little bigger. This phone, I need this information to go on this exact phone as well. So 481, that's the code. We're gonna go and do the same thing there and put it here, but change the sizes on that as well. And it's pretty simple. Same thing. Copy, paste. Then 481, 480. So I usually do is 480 pixels, and I leave it like that, 100%. And I do the same thing with all of them. And 480 pixels. Okay, so $480. So 481 goes in there. Min width. Width. See? One little mistake in me writing code. Notice how it changes the size right there. It starts changing size. Now why is it that it's changing size here and not there? Well, something's going on that is not letting us do it. So this is what's going on. 319 have to go in here as well in order for that to work. Again, this looks a lot different now, but you see how it changes? It changes to that size, and that's why you have to make sure that you do it like that, because it'll change your size depending on the device, like I said. So it'll detect it for you, and that's how you basically do that. See, I'm gonna do another one for the sake of this tutorial, so that we know what we're doing here. Width, remember that. Okay. Width, that activates it there. And the same thing, like I said, copy here. The same information you put it in between this. Of course, like I mentioned previously, you do have to change the size of that. 640, so we want to do 640 instead of 641. 640. 640. What am I did? 640. And the last one. 640. No, 640. All right. So 641. We go to 641 now, and that's a bigger size. It's gonna go more for tablets and such, you know. So you see how it changes size. This is how you're gonna tell your computer or the different devices a different size. You know, as you can see, I have 12. You can even add to higher sizes as well. But I usually try to keep the rule of going to up to 1281. After 1281, it'll just resize it at that size, and it'll make it work for you. Now, that's hopefully that was able to help you, making sure that you understand this stuff, because I know it's not rocket science, but it also needs to be explained the right way. As you can see, the size changed, you know, and you can make it, like I said, you can make it different sizes and go on from there. If you'd like, definitely, I am gonna make a part 2 of how to make these websites responsive, how to have the nice little menu there. You know, once it becomes, you know, it's called a hamburger menu. Once it becomes, you know, this size or even tablet size, you have a little menu with 3 lines over here, either on the left side or on the right side. And with that menu, you know, you can direct the visitors of the website that you're designing. You can direct them to where they need to be and what they're looking for, and, you know, put these really nice links for them to go down and be able to work from there. So signing off, this is Elias. Again, if you have any questions, be sure that you can leave a comment out there on the comment section. If you have any questions or any tutorial that you'd like me to do, I can certainly help you with anything. You know, I usually try to make myself available to the people that watch my videos here on YouTube, and I don't mind giving you a little bit extra help. So again, signing off, this is Elias. Take care, everybody.